Alright, first off, I want to say all praises to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, and double honors to the elders at GMS Great Millstone, and shalom to all the brothers in the highways of the work of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai in sincerity and in truth. Now, this is GMS Intellect once more, Brother Arawam, Brother Shatak, and basically, to the lesson we are going to order basically, and how things get ordered, or the whole essence of the word order, and how it applies to the society basically, or overall in the whole creation. So we'll go to the definition basically of the word order. And this is from the etymology online dictionary. And it says first we're gonna read the verb. It says to give order, to arrange in order. From order, the noun, it says to meaning to give orders, or ordering basically. And we're going to the noun of the word order. It says early 13th century, body of persons living under a religious discipline. From Old French order, meaning position, estate, rule, regulation. And it go down to the Latin ordinum, meaning row, rank, series, arrangement. As it keeps on going down, it basically shows to be arranged basically. So basically when they say you look to the order or something, or you look on the origin or the orders of a particular thing, basically you look on how it is arranged. And that's the whole essence of the word in itself. Because everything arranged a specific way. Just like the order of salvation, Yahweh Shai, the 144,000, the third, then you have the 2/3, the other nations basically. That is an order in itself. That the orders are unrighteousness. Basically, everyone allow them compare with opposite from the laws of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. For example, give the order of adultery. First, somebody have to go basically a man or a woman, a man can go in for the next man, woman, or a woman where a man can go for the next man basically. Then you have in the unrighteous kingdom basically, the man will basically defend what is his basically, go to jail. While in the kingdom of heaven, him righteous. Basically if you take vengeance for what happened, because the righteous acts, then a just outcome will come, but in an unrighteous act, an unjust outcome will come, meaning you get the fraud and you get the recompense fee. Exactly. So with that we're going to the word regulate, because that's one of the synonyms, are basically one of the words them associate with the word order. And it basically says to adjust by rule or control. Latin regulatus, past participle of relegere, to control by rule, direct. So basically, in order for you being the one who arrange something, that means you rule, you direct it. Just like the king direct him soldiers, and within the basically him not gonna address all his soldiers at once, unless him up on the battlefield. What he do, he might talk to him general, which is under him. And in general go and talk to the soldiers, which is under him. So basically, he's the ruler of the general is the ruler of his soldiers. That's the whole arrangement. And if you really look on it, all areas of society, or all areas of the creation work that way. Even a tree of a pattern or arrangement in which it grows, a child likewise, everything basically have an arrangement, everything have a pattern, everything have an order. And basically so it basically maintain itself through that order. Another word you can basically put cycle, everything has a cycle, because cycle within itself It's an order. It's a arrangement in how everything works from start to finish, and basically once it reach the end, the order or to how it's arranged, it always come back to the first. That's just how it arranged. Till that the most I say his judgment is like unto a ring. So with that we're going to the next word, which is regular. That's because that's where you get the word regulate from. And it says from late Latin regularis, containing rules for guidance. From Latin regula, meaning rule. So basically, as we go back, it say your rules basically for guidance. Now when I look at Esau's system basically guided to destruction, because everything, if you really follow the order of Esau or the order of chaos, you're gonna destroy yourself. You're gonna put yourself in some form of predicament basically, and basically when you don't have wisdom, that's the way you go. When you don't have wisdom, basically you start follow the order of chaos basically. And with that we're going to the last word, which is regal, which meaning in the French regal royal, from Latin regalis royal, kingly, to belong to a king, worthy of king. And basically it go down and tell you that come from the word rectus, meaning right or correct. We're gonna leader. So basically who really order that's why I say by the order of the king, basically by the arrangement of the king, by the direction of the king, by the guidance of the king. That way order. So if you say you follow the order, you wash him or shy basically, that means you follow the way how him arrange things. And if you now follow him order, that means you follow the order of Esau, meaning you go by the arrangement of how Esau arrange things. And one of them lead to life, one of them lead to destruction. So basically I just whichever one the most I basically propose him will for do. And we're gonna basically look for a basic layout, a hierarchical or the order of a government basically, or the order of a society or kingdom. Now this one when we basically look on from hierarchystructure.com, and this how the ancient Persians basically the order for them kingdom. It's and basically most of them are similar. It says the ancient Persian social hierarchy. You have start off with king and royal family. In Israel, then you have the government at top, the kings and the priests, starting with Yahushai. Basically start with the Mosai down to Yahushai, come down basically. Then you have the priests, still the kings and priests, and then you have autocracy. Autocracy is basically them there people elders in our society basically, people are well renowned, are we above the people, we're above the general mass. Like in Exodus it tell that Moses met with the elders of the children of Israel. So basically he never really go in front of the whole congregation, right? He basically pass it down through the elders, which is basically the people that are under him, and then pass to the people under them. And then you have in the after military people. So basically in our society, even the soldiers and policemen or anybody we have to do with the strong arm of the king in military, him above them people when a lower society. But the elders them higher than them, but them come down under that. And under them you have the traders or the merchants, because every society need economic stability basically. Everything of a head and a foot. So once you have the head established, then you have the basically try to get the means or the resources to do that. And in a society you have to have economy. Basically that a part of society on a whole, and that our order within itself will help things to function, because every order play a specific function, or every arrangement of a part in a plan. Anything we are doing basically have to plan it out and you have basically each plant have different sections. For example, in the military, we have like a 4-man squad. You have the leader. You have you have somebody for range, which probably is a sniper. You have somebody for health. You have a scout, and basically you have a intel. Somebody will get an intel. So when you really do all of that, you have a complete team. All of them come together with them different skills, but the way how you request them or the way you arrange them or how you use for them skill in a particular order to get whatever you need to get done. And basically the same thing most I do basically now with the elect. Him have him order it where Yahweh Shai come out, him set the boundaries, elect get it, and them set that boundary, and it just continue. Even in a Corinthians it tell about the body and the different parts.
Right.
Because
and the work of the different members.
Exactly. So each work or each task is an order within itself to basically to benefit the order of the body, which is basically one movement but different sections. And continue to go down to craftsman, peasants. Basically craftsmen will be like people like the smith and certain artists and them basically people with skills. Them are the craftsman, because a craft is basically a skill.
Right.
And then under the craftsman you have the peasants. Now the peasants is higher than a slave because a peasant can own a slave, but he's just not as high as basically the people above him. But him basically still above a slave. And a slave, the peasants would be like more like farmers basically. And basically a slave would be the like the poor of the society. We can't afford certain things, or who can't afford a slave basically would be a slave, but you have peasants which are over slaves. And all the society need all of this because you as a king, if you have something you need to get done, then you're gonna need you have to go order certain things, meaning you have to go arrange certain things. And how you have to arrange them, you have to arrange the people, them when no for do them things there. So you can get what you need to get done.
Right. That's at the end of the day, you as the king can be happy, so to speak, because the thing is, if it wouldn't be a pleasure to be a king, and you still have to do things for yourself. So you have to have people set up to deliver, to make it beneficial towards you.
Exactly. And basically, in order for other things, or in order for you be a king, you have to understand how things are ordered. And only one way you can get that is through wisdom. Or go to Wisdom of Solomon 8 verse 1. It says, wisdom reacheth from one end unto another mightily, and sweetly doth she order all things. Meaning wisdom arrange everything.
Right.
Even chaos, because even chaos in itself have order. If you watch even the movie Titanic in the last part, if you really watch from the time where the ship starts sink to the end of the movie, you see how the order chaos play out. First, you have everybody calm, and the more hectic the situation I get, you see things start get more violent and more chaotic, and then start tell us say yo, even an evacuation process, them tell you women and children are the rich first, then you have women and children, rich before the poor, and all of that. All that is a certain arrangement how things happen.
Right.
So basically we can get from being calm when the situation just arises, you move from getting calm to getting stirred up till you get frantic and then just die down rock. Because what got me in the last days, people never know say them go by them daily lives, and as time go by, you take your time and basically break apart. First, them start lay off the public sector workers get cut. Then they realize say yo, business start close. Realize you see people start riot. When you see people start riot, then government have to basically put things in place like martial law and everything to control the people. Then after them realize that the country broke, them have to go to war because they want money. All of that is basically is a sequence and an order going down. You know, just happen that alright, we have a situation and we'll reach the end of the situation just like that. No. Just like Israel and salvation. First, you get the knowledge, You have to repent, do the work, and then after that you get saved. But you're not gonna just get the knowledge and then you get saved just like that. No, you have to go through a certain process, a certain arrangement
Right.
before you can get things done. And that has just the whole thing with time and space, or time and judgment. Because you basically have to arrive them in a timely manner, basically, at a full measure. You tell you that the Most High through the dispensation of time, in order all things, basically, roughly paraphrasing, everything have a measure, everything have a certain have a number to it, in a sense. And the Most High one will number that, and the Most High one will set it for him, because him have all that knowledge. That means him know how to arrange all things, both good and evil. That's why him perfect. That's why him have the balance. Him have the balance of good and evil. That's why all them ways righteous, because him know how to measure out all things. Because by him all things were created, by him all things were ordered. Wisdom. And basically, when I go back to this hierarchy, if you don't believe that even in today's society, you have the bankers, would that be the royal king or the royal family. The scientists would that be like the priests for Esau. The aristocrats would that be the politicians under Esau, or under the scientists, would basically take follow them policies, basically, in a sense, through in establishments them, like in secret society, and how in order the things them in this society, basically. You have the military, which come underneath the politicians, in a sense, but really and truly them belong to the king, because if the king make a decree, the politicians then can't do nothing about it. Then you have the traders, which you have Wall Street and people, basically the big economists in this society. You have craftsmen, the DJs, the artists, the people that make certain car, the blacksmith, all of them things. We have modern day blacksmith. Everything we tell you that the thing that had been is that which shall be. So you have every society, no matter how the ways of that society, and no matter the things that they do, whether they are ride on horse, but then they used to ride on horse. Now they drive car. Nothing new, yo. So even the order to how things you be back then, I say it a bit today. And that's why we say things that were written aforetime were written for our learning. Because once you understand how the things back then operate, you can see how things operate now.
Right.
Because everything our order to how it go. And basically there's never a time when you don't have order. Whether it be order of chaos, or order of righteousness, basically, or sanity. With that, I'll continue. It says, verse 2 is the Solomon 8, verse 2 says, I loved her and sought her out of my mouth. I desired to make her my spouse, and I was a lover of her beauty. In that she is conversant with the Most High, she magnified her nobility. Yea, the Lord of all things himself loved her, for she is privy to the mysteries of the knowledge of the Most High, and a lover of his works. So basically, it shows you how wisdom basically order through wisdom the Most High order all things. And as so come everything, basically the mysteries, things that people want to say, oh, why this happened aware, or why that happened aware, or how things work, how this work, how that work. And if you understand how these things work, or how things operate, you have to first know the order and know why it's set in that way. Just like if you build a house, you can't build the house before you dig the foundation, because something will happen to the house. But in order to build it, first you have to build the foundation, then you lay the block, then you do this, then you do that, and then after a while you get a complete house.
Right.
It says, if riches be a possession to be desired in this life, what is richer than wisdom that worketh all things? For if prudence work, who of all that are is more cunning workman than she? So basically, the reason you consider a man a cunning workman, or you consider a man skilled at something, because how him order it, the way how him arrange it. Because if you buy a shirt, you go buy it because how the things will sip on it. And in order for them things to get done are in order for that go, because the word art basically means skills acquired by learning or experience. So basically that's the way and when you're really skillful at something, that means you know for order it, you know how it's arranged. So if you have no more precept, as a matter of fact, we're going to the BLB basically. I will go Isaiah 9, start at verse 8. Start at verse 6, Isaiah 9 and 6, 6 to 7.
Isaiah 9 verse 6. For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, unto the government shall be upon his shoulder, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. Verse 7. Of the increase of his government and peace there shall be no end, upon the throne of David and upon his kingdom, to order it and to establish it with judgment and with justice from henceforth even forever.
So basically, we'll see what Yahweh come on the earth can do, because basically when you get the earth, it will be theme kingdom. And as we're going at the word dominance last week, we know that it basically comes from the word dom, which means house. So a kingdom means basically the house of a king. So we see how basically it will come order things basically in this kingdom. So we look at that word order in the BLB. It comes from the Hebrew word kawan. Yeah, it comes from the Hebrew word kawan, and it basically means to set up, to be established, to fix. And you go to what 4, it says to be prepared, to arrange, to settle, to establish, to set up, to fix, make ready, prepare, provide, direct towards, arrange, order, establish for. So basically it will show you so you might go come arrange the kingdom of heaven basically. He might go come and he might go rule the earth. He might put the earth in a righteous order.
Right.
Look up this word order again in the New Testament. And see what will be the Greek word. The word order. And this is Luke. I'm gonna look one and one.
Luke 1 verse 1. For as much as many have taken in hand to set forth in order to declare of those things which are most surely believed among us.
So basically it says I'm taken in hand to set forth in order. So we'll look up Strong's with that word order basically. And it comes from the Greek word some strange reason Esau now work there. Basically it comes from the Greek word anatasomia. It means to put together in order, to arrange, or to compose. So basically when I really look on it, if we don't get it by now, all things have an order, all things have an arrangement. If the order of a slave is to serve his master, and the order of a master is to rule his slave. basically. And in every society have slaves and masters basically. Because you have to have somebody who order things, and you have to do have somebody who carry out the order. We have play out what was ordered basically. So basically that's how they want to bring out. Hope Akim was edified, and you have nothing to say.
Going back to order, right, before we close off. That is the reason why Esau kingdom have to get destroyed, right? Because the order in which them go is unrighteous. And that's why the kingdom of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is gonna last forever. Because there is gonna be righteous. It's gonna be a righteous kingdom. We're gonna have righteous order.
And basically naturally the end of the order of chaos are basically destruction. So
right.
Because we now follow the laws of unrighteousness, then we are going to always be on top of precept. It's Daniel 8 verse 25. It says, and through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. He also shall stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand. And basically, when I look up the word policies, basically it means understanding. And if you look up the word craft, it means lies. So it says, and through his understanding also he shall cause lies to prosper in his hand. And basically, once I do unrighteousness, the most I will take you out that our next part of the order of chaos, or the order of wickedness. So because imagine that the natural basically the natural reaction or natural consequence to that are gonna be the whole fact that most destroy once in that step. So this our system have to go. Kingdom of heaven have to get set up.
Right. A righteous kingdom.
So with that we say Kal
Alal Yahweh Hashem Yahushai.
Double honors to the elders of GMS people store once more, and shalom to all the brothers in the highways that do the work of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai sincerity and in truth. Shalom.